Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub, and in this video I'll give you a wonderful plan for IELTS preparation, especially for listening module. As you guys know, in today's time, we've got this pandemic situation all over the world. Especially India is badly hit by this pandemic at present time only. Okay, same is the case in Pakistan, Bangladesh and other countries. Even Canada has closed flights, operation and all that stuff. Now the thing is this, all these things are temporary, right? You need to realize one thing, that sometimes things are temporary, some things are permanent. Those are the fools who take temporary situation as permanent and they give up on their goals basically. So actually I meant to make this video for this study plan for listening, so I just come back to that. But anyways, let me tell you, never take a temporary situation a permanent situation, right? All what is going on, although it's been going on since 2019 and now it's 2021, but still all these things are temporary and they are going to be over one day. And when they are over, there are some people who will start their journey afterwards from zero, and there will be some people who will have already reached their destination, preparation, and then they will meet the opportunity and fulfill their dreams. So my bet or my advice is that you should continue your journey. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't take this temporary situation as a permanent situation. Okay guys, I'm going to give you a plan for IELTS listening. Although I have made several videos on study plans for listening, and every time I come up with some different ideas and different ways and all that. Okay, this time the study plan is this. The first thing is you should have all Cambridge IELTS books. When I say all means from book number 9 to book number 15. Very soon we are going to have book 16 as well, and then I'm going to share that with you too. So book number 9 to book number 15, these books are really wonderful. Along with that, you should have Cambridge Official Guide to IELTS, and with that you need IELTS Trainer 1 and IELTS Trainer 2. All these books are authentic and these books are by Cambridge. Okay. Now, once you've got all the related study material, after that you need a plan. You know what happens? Even whenever they construct a house, they have the material like bricks, cement, sand. Okay, then they have the labor. And that labor actually helps build the house and all that. In the same way, your sand, bricks and cement is these books that you should have, and you are the laborer who is going to do the labor. Now, you can take a start, and I would advise you, first of all, you should identify your skill and your level. As you know, in IELTS we have 4 skills: reading, listening, reading, writing and speaking. So you should identify yourself and deal with all the skills one by one. As this video is only for listening, so you can just start with listening, play the audio, take one complete listening test without pestering the audio. You know, pestering the audio, you pause, play, pause, play, pause, play and all that. Don't do that, okay? Just play the audio, hold a pencil, and I would say you should have the books in printed form. If you're planning to take paper delivered IELTS, you should have all these books in printed form so that you could just go on with all these tests. Now, once you take the test, at the end of the book, the answers are given. Check the answers and you see how many answers are correct. For example, if you are getting 23 correct answers in listening, that is equal to 6 band. And your target band is 7. Your target band is 8 in listening. So now you know the distance from 23 correct answers to, for example, with 30 correct answers, you get 7 band. With 35 correct answers, you get 8 band. Okay, so you should know the distance from your present level where you are and where you want to reach. Now, once you know the distance, once you know the deficiency level that you have. Now, for example, you're looking for 6 band and you're getting 15 correct answers. So, you know I need 6 band and I'm getting 15 correct answers. I should target minimum 25 correct answers. So, I need to get 8 to 9 more answers. Once you do this, after that, now you should investigate into your mistakes. Whenever you investigate into your mistakes, you should see where the mistakes are. Number 1, where the mistakes are means in section 1, section 2, part 1, part 2, part 3 or part 4. So where most of the mistakes are, number 1. Number 2, why are these mistakes taking place? Is it because of my poor understanding? Is it because of my poor English? Is it because of lack of practice? Is it because of foreign accent of English? So you should see why these mistakes are taking place. Sometimes you lose 2 to 3 precious marks in IELTS listening, fill in the blanks just because of spelling. So if the issue is with spelling, I want you to be aware of your all mistakes. You should know, yes, I understand I have minimum 2 mistakes because of spelling. Yes, I understand in IELTS listening part 3 in MCQs, I have mistakes because MCQs are difficult for me. So you need to identify those mistakes, and in other words, I would say you should be aware of those mistakes. Once you identify, once you are aware, now you get to know in listening maps, you always get confused. You always get low band score. So all the books from 9 to 15, Official Cambridge Guide to IELTS, IELTS Trainer, in those books just do maps. One map, another map, another map, another map. And the way you are going to do it, you might have seen some of my listening videos where I explain the questions. So you need to do it like that. You might have seen some of my listening videos where I play the audio one by one. So you should go on like this. Okay, so this complete study plan is going to be for a month. It should continue for a month minimum, and it depends actually. It can be 2-month plan as well. The whole thing depends on where you are and where you want to be. If the gap is wider, it needs more time. If the gap is narrow, then it needs less time. Now, you're doing it all, and then you can just see your performance in each section. Like you see in section 1, I always get 8 to 9 correct answers. Well done. In section 2, I always get 8 to 9 correct answers if they don't have multiple choice. So, don't just pray that in my actual exam, oh God, don't give me map in my actual exam. Oh God, don't give me a difficult test. Oh God, tests are not difficult. It's you, actually. It's only difficult for you. The same test is piece of cake for someone, and the same test is pain in the neck for some other candidates, for some other students. Okay, so it's not, if something is difficult, that means you are poor. Exactly. For example, if you can't buy something, that means you don't have money, right? If you have money, obviously you can buy the thing. So if you have the skill, talent, knowledge of the language, you can find all the answers correctly, right? Apart from all these things, I would like to advise you to work out your language skills as well, because IELTS is a test of your language, like reading, writing, listening, speaking. So you must improve your language skills as well. Now you might have seen, if a laborer is working, digging something, he needs energy. Although he is digging, his hands are moving, his body is moving, all his energy has come to his arms. But actually, where does he get all the energy? He gets the energy from breakfast, from lunch, from dinner. In the same way, I mean, when you are doing IELTS reading, now IELTS reading is like you are digging. Behind that, you need energy. That energy is reading comprehension. That energy is your reading skill. That energy is your understanding of what you read. That energy is your vocabulary that you understand and all these things. Okay? So you should add on to your knowledge, add on to your skills, and then there is the time to test your skills. When the players are playing match in the ground, in the playground, now they are demonstrating their skills. That is not time for learning. That is time to show. Time for learning is before you have come for the trial. Once you come for the trial, now it's not the time to practice. Now is the time to show your talent, your skill and all that. So I tell you one thing, no teacher can do what you can do. No teacher can teach you what you can teach yourself. Hence, you are the best teacher of yourself. This is very, very important. So you should practice like this, test by test. Take a listening test. Now you are the candidate. Check your listening test. You are the examiner. Find out your mistakes. You are an analyst. And give yourself advice. You are your own mentor. So you have to play these 3-4 roles, and believe you me, after that you don't need any teacher. Students usually ask me, give us a 7-day study plan, 14-day. It does not depend on the number of days. It depends on the amount of effort that you put. Now you might see two candidates or two boys, both have age 20 years of life, 20 years of life. One is highly successful and one is actually a failure. Now see, 20 years, both have same amount of time of their life. But within these 20 years, the amount of effort these two candidates have input, that amount is going to determine the outcome as well. So 7 days or 14 days or 21 days or 30 days, it's actually how much work you do for your skills, how you do it. Let me tell you, hard work is key to success, but hard work with smart work or hard work which is done smartly is the ultimate key to success in 21st century. All the best, guys. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you best of luck. Take care. Allah Hafiz.